Hi everyone. Hi everyone, Angie Smith here. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. I received this week my Pharmacist daughter. If I can lift it up, it's so heavy. This was a big order for me. Pharmacist daughter. This was was it February? No, it was January's pre-order. We're already into March. This was January's monthly pre-order. So Pharmacist daughter does a monthly pre-order. I would say it's probably like the second to third week of the month is typically when it falls. And I will tell you, Pharmacist daughter is my favorite vendor wax. It does so good in my home and I love it. They're really great about taking suggestions, and they put those on the monthly. They'll take suggestions, put them on the monthly pre-order list. So you see a lot of scents repeat, which I absolutely love, because a lot of vendors, you don't see that. You just kind of have to wait, but they do listen. It's Kim and Ansley. It's a mother-daughter team. I was trying to get my card out, but I will find it here as I'm going through all of my wax. And again, their wax performs well in my home. I love almost everything that they offer. So let's just jump in, and we're going to talk about some repeats, which I picked up 3 loaves. If you watched my wax summary and what I warmed through, I kind of had a revelation this past week. I've been warming vendor wax and buying for probably about a year now or so. So I would say I'm probably in the beginner to intermediate phase with wax. So I've been buying some loaves, and I have my setup of wax warmers where it'll fit like a souffle size, which this is a souffle. I usually chop this into 8s. And it works perfectly. This is probably about 3 to 4 of souffles. And my concern is, once I start chopping into the loaf, and let me know in the comments if this happens to you, am I going to have to use this up pretty quickly? Because I've noticed if I've pre-chopped something and I sit on it a while, I feel like it loses scent. And I don't want this to lose scent, especially buying these big sizes. And if that's the case, I think I'm going to start buying, and that will be it, because in February, I bought loaves again in tubs. I think I'm going to go to buying all souffles. So if I want a loaf, I'm going to buy probably 3 souffles. That's going to equal 3 souffles for me. So in this instance, I got 3 loaves of the Low Country Christmas. I would have bought 9 souffles, which is fine. Because if it's going to last longer and I don't have to like chop it and feel like I have to use it all at once to not lose that scent, that's what I will do. But let me know in the comments if you have any issues with wax losing scent after this is so good. Oh, so Low Country Christmas, and this is why I bought so many loaves, is toasted marshmallow, salty sea air, vanilla bean Noel, marshmallow fireside, roasted pine cones. This is amazing. The scent throw is amazing. And this is one that you could warm all year round and not just at Christmas. It's fantastic. So I got 3 of those. And then I picked up 2 more loaves. So now I got some loaves to get through after my rationale of going back to souffles. So it's going to take me a minute for that. But Blue Ridge, this is absolutely fantastic. Blue sugar, patchouli, rain, and driftwood. It's just a fresh scent. It is fantastic. I actually am okay with Pharmacist daughter patchouli, their patchouli oil that they use. It does not smell like worms and dirt like others have smelled like, so I can tolerate their patchouli oil. It's just such a good, like, I call these like gender neutral, aquatic kind of scents. It's fantastic. That's Blue Ridge. And then Yognog Custard. Oh, this is amazing. So this is their brandied custard. If you can get any of their blends with brandied custard, it's amazing. Warm Sticky Toffee, Palo Santo, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Cinnamon. Again, this is one I could warm all year, not just at Christmas. And it is such a creamy, custardy type of scent. It is fantastic. So that's Yognog Custard. I think I grabbed a souffle. A lot of times, and you can check their website now, after they ship out their previous pre-order, they will load in the ready to ship section over pours, and it's mostly the souffles. But I think I picked up another Yognog Custard souffle and Low Country Christmas souffle on the last pre-order. I went ahead and grabbed those, and I'm not going to get it right away. So what will happen, I just do it to combine with the shipping. And Pharmacist Daughter offers free shipping on $100 plus orders, which I absolutely love, to take advantage of that free shipping. Because anymore, a lot of vendors will charge you like, you know, I'd say anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks for shipping. And I get it, they're a small business. But if you're going to be at like 80, 85, even $75, you might as well just spend some extra money and get to that $100 to get the free shipping. Because you're going to be spending out like at least, what, 15 to 20 in shipping anyways. That's just my philosophy on it. And I get that like a lot of people do smaller orders and you don't necessarily want to spend that much, but I like to take advantage of it. So let's jump in. Actually, I was going to do the souffles. Let's jump into the tubs, because the tubs are all repurchases for me, and all the souffles should be new scents for me. So what did I pick up in tubs? And again, cutting into these, I'm getting concerned that I'm gonna have to use these up quickly. So let me know what your experience is with cutting up the wax and if it stays. So Cozy Socks is it's a house blend sugar cookies. So house blend sugar cookies, Palo Santo, and pink sugar. And this is just such a good, like, cozy cashmere, like warm bedroom type scent. It's love that. Cozy Socks. Frosted Winterland. So this is Cupcakes at Tiffany's Italian Wedding Cake, Frosted Vanilla Raspberry. So good. It's definitely like a pink bakery. You get the cupcakes at Tiffany's with the cake and a little bit of that raspberry. It's so good. Again, I've warmed all of these before. They're repurchases for me. I typically try to stick to the new scents, to just souffles, even if it sounds good, because I just want to make sure it's going to work well for me. Christmas Crack. This one is so good. Vanilla butter fudge pretzel, caramel chocolate chip cookie dough, and peppermint patty. It's so strong for like, it's a short, it's like it blasts, booms right out in the warmer, but then it doesn't last long. It's probably about 4 hours and then it's done. But it's that good for like 4 hours. It's worth it. If you don't mind like a short lasting scent that's super strong, this is one to get. Christmas Crack. And I am having problems with some of these lids closing, but I'm going to double bag. And I probably need to see if I can maybe order a new lid, or maybe try another lid. I have, I think, a tub I'm going to use up. I want to tape that down. Splash. This is really good too. This is Blue Sugar, Palo Santo, and Rain. So it's very similar to this Blue Ridge. The difference is that the Blue Ridge has the patchouli and the driftwood, and this has Palo Santo. So they're kind of similar, and family's just a little different. And this is such a good aquatic scent. Love it. That's sticking. That's the only one the tub's not sticking very well on. Irish apple cake. I saw this was still the other day. I haven't been on to see what's left on their over pours, but this one's fantastic. If you didn't get this, it's so good. It's mac apple, vanilla pound cake, and brandied custard. I'm telling you, that brandied custard, it's so good. It's just so creamy. And then you get that apple with the custard. And then rich and creamy. That is mac apple birthday cake, French custard, and marshmallow fluff. It's not as rich as that brandied custard, but you get like the apple and the custard. It's very similar to the Irish apple. I think the big difference is like that brandied custard makes it, they're both good though. All right, let's jump into the soufflés, which are scents that I have not had before. So minty cupcakes, which is buttermint's cupcakes at Tiffany's. And it's basically just cupcakes at Tiffany's with that buttermint. It's so good. Now that buttermint is predominant, so if you don't like mint, but then you get that cupcakes at Tiffany's right after the mint. Gonna love this. It's fantastic. Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Most of you probably know what that is, but it's just more like a chocolate toffee cupcake kind of scent. Frostbite, which is eucalyptus, icy peppermint, cashmere cedar, and iced vanilla woods. And this is definitely one I might hold off on till like next Christmas, winter time. You definitely get the eucalyptus, the peppermint, the iced vanilla woods. And I am getting some of that cashmere cedar. It's just the way this is blended. It is such a good, it almost feels like that when you step outside and you blow out that cold air, you get, and you breathe that in. That's what it reminds me of, is that like frozen kind of air. And you just see like the icicles go across the windshield or something. Freshly baked, which is coffee house, pie crust, zucchini bread, and funnel cake. So they had, they announced on this last pre-order that was in February. So it was February 20th. I found the card. It was at the very bottom. So there's Kim and Ansley, like I said, the mother-daughter team there. Next restock was February 20th. I actually got this after the 20th. Their turnaround time is pretty quick. But yeah, they do like a monthly pre-order. Like I said, it's usually like the second to third week of every month. And then the turnaround time is usually within 4 weeks. So it's pretty good. And like I said, you request scents, and they are really good about taking the request from everybody. And you can see scents over and over again, which I like. Because if I like a scent, I want to get it again. But freshly baked, let's give this a sniff. Where I was going with that is they announced for the February pre-order that I guess there's, which a lot of vendors are saying this, there's like a supply shortage with the oils. I guess they must all, I think they all use the same, either oil supplier or that oil supplier. All the oil suppliers get it from one oil supplier. But somewhere there's a shortage. Coffee, straight up coffee. Smells like you open a bag of ground coffee. That's what it smells like. But they said that their coffee scents were, they were either couldn't get them in or whatever, so there was no coffee blends in the February pre-order, which is fine. I have a lot of coffee, but their coffee's amazing. So pink cashmere is cashmere plum, pink sugar, and buttermints. I do like their cashmere plum. It's like a plum. You get the plum, you get the cashmere. And then the buttermints in this one, though, is lighter. I know the other one, which was what, minty cupcakes, the buttermint was really predominant. This one is more in the background. That cashmere plum is the star on this scent. That's really good. I could actually warm this, I think, in the summer time, spring, summer. Doesn't have to wait for Christmas. Sweet Things, which is zucchini bread, funnel cake, morning beignet, cinnamon sugar donuts, and sugar cookie. That is so good. You definitely get like that cinnamon beignet, cinnamon sugar donuts. I really like their zucchini bread is really good. I love everything that I've gotten. Outdoorsman. So this one was a wild card for me. This one is cherry pipe tobacco, which that's the wild card. Barnwood. I know I love barnwood incense, and marshmallow fireside. And I really like that. That's good. That is gorgeous. This is one, depending on how this does, whew, this is good. You definitely get that barnwood and that cherry pipe tobacco. It's not too tobacco smelling on cold, at least. We'll see how it warms. That's really good though. I like that. That one is Outdoorsman. That one's a more unique to the rest. A lot of those are bakeries. Lover, which is butter mints. So again, butter mints, cotton candy, raspberries, strawberries, orange, creamy vanilla. So I was a little concerned on this with the orange. This reminds me of like Valentine's Day. So last year for Valentine, I think it was last year or the year before, one of the years, the big scent profiles with a lot of companies was like that orange raspberry. And that's what this smells like to me. I like it. It's just, it's almost like that fruity orange, strawberry, raspberry like blend together. So it's not too orange. It's not too raspberry. It's almost like the multi-sherbet. What is that? Rainbow sherbet. Yeah. The buttermint is barely there on cold. That's good though. This is a very, to me, springtime scent. It almost reminds me of like baby showers, like wedding or baby showers with the punch. And then you have the buttermints. You know how they usually have the buttermints sitting out by the punch bowl? That's what this reminds me of. All right, Winter Wedding. I know somebody had begged for this. And this is Fresh Linen, Rain, Boardwalk, Marshmallow Clouds, Beechwood, Vetiver. And said that like it was like the best thing they'd ever warmed. And this is amazing. It is. If this warms, well, this is definitely something I could see myself getting loaves of. It is so fresh. It's aquatic. It's beachy. It's almost like I guess I would explain it like Winter Wedding. It's almost like being at the beach. And say you were there for your wedding and it's raining and you get that smell of the rain off the beach. It's good. Yeah, I like that. Winter Wedding. We'll see how that warms up. That might be a big ask for that one. Snow on the Beach. I love this blue. Snow on the Beach is salty sea air, driftwood, lavender, musk, and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. I'm finding I absolutely love Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds and scents. And this is really good. And I'm not a lavender fan. I do get that lavender, but then, you know, the salty sea air, the driftwood, and the Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. It's like it's got the lavender, but the lavender's not predominant. All the scents are like blending in together. That's really good. So we'll see. We'll see how this one warms too. I've loved everything that I picked out. I'm starting to know myself for the most part and what I'm gonna like. So last one is Demetria, and this is fresh plum, iced vanilla woods, vanilla birch, and another boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I think they did, a lot of these have the boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I think they, which is probably good for them to use some of the same oils. This one's not as strong. I'm almost getting like that fresh linen smell with this for some reason. Wow. I don't know why. It smells like linen to me, and there's not linen in this at all. I don't want to pop it out because the wax likes to crumble. I am totally getting like linen. I don't know if it's stuck on me from like one of the other scents. I'll have to let you know how that warms. I'm seriously like, I'm getting a little of the plum, but I am really picking up like a laundry kind of scent from that. I don't think that's on me. So we will see. That was Demetria. If you received this scent, let me know like what you get from it, because right now I'm not picking up any of those scent notes. All right, 2 samples in this. I will say they're using these little cups and the bottoms keep popping out of them, which is fine. It's just a sample. But I'm going to use this up pretty quickly since it does that. I wonder if it, this is like, these are mystery melts, so I don't know what the scent notes are. And I love when we get samples, so thank you for that. I'm not complaining about free samples. I just wanted to point out like the bottom of them like comes out, and it, if you see, it's got a hole in it. So I almost wonder if it's the pouring it in is like maybe melting something. I don't know. But this is kind of like almost like a fruity, maybe like a mango bakery type scent. So again, I'm going to warm those, and I'm happy to have samples. This one actually did fine. Like oh no, it cracked there, but it's fine. They're just samples. This is minty. This is definitely minty. And that's all I'm getting right now is just the peppermint. So happy to have both samples because I will warm these. And that was my order. Like I said, I absolutely loved everything that I got. Let me know what you think about the chopping. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks, guys.